educate. So I'm really thankful for Sulman Saab that he has taken out time. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. और सर
Thank
और सर जो है वो आज हमें कंप्लीट गाइड लाइन देंगे एरास्मस पे। जी सर।
Thank you so much, Ms. Rabia, for the opportunity. And I really appreciate what you are doing with her voice. And I think I should introduce you to some of our international partners because what you are doing is great. And we really need this kind of initiatives in Pakistan, not in Pakistan, but all the developing countries. So thank you so much for your efforts and the opportunity that you provided me today. If everybody here speaks Urdu, I would be happy to speak Urdu. And if you think English is better, I am quite comfortable with that also. So, what should be the language medium?
सर आप bilingual कर लें because we you do it in bilingual. So if you are comfortable in
Oh,
English, you can do it in English. It's okay. It's totally up to you. You can do it in
okay, perfect.
you can do it in English.
ऑलरेडी हम बाइलिंगुअल चलते हैं तो हमारी उर्दू में आधी इंग्लिश मिक्स होती है तो सो लेट्स डू इट इन उर्दू और ये खुद ही बाइलिंगुअल हो जाएगा तो you have already introduced myself so I don't think I need to introduce myself again. I will just jump to the Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters Program, which is actually not one of my most favorite scholarships, but actually my most favorite scholarship in the world. I will tell you why. So Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters Program is actually funded by Erasmus and European Union, and it offers lots of perks, which makes it my most favorite scholarship. So we will first talk about the perks. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपकी जो ट्यूशन फी है वो वेव ऑफ हो जाती है इसमें मोस्टली यूनिवर्सिटीज वैसे ही फ्री हैं यूरोपियन यूनियन में तो जो पेड यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं वो भी इसमें फ्री हो जाती हैं देन द स्टाइपेंड मनी इज रियली गुड आई मीन it is competitive with many PhD scholarships. So that is why the scholarship and stipend money actually matters because you are living in Europe. But let me tell you that the stipend money totally depends on the country and the city you are going. For example, if you are going to Portugal, your stipend may be less. If you are going to Denmark, your stipend should be more because the Erasmus, they calculate your stipend based on the expenses in that city. For example, when I was in Spain for 3 months business training, they gave me less money. When I was going to UK, they gave me more money. So the calculations are totally variable. Normally, it is somewhere between 1500 to 1800 euros. And again, it's variable. So, whenever you are applying in some country, you can check with the Erasmus website what is the exact amount of stipend that you will get. Then, travel coverage is not always provided, but most of the time, it is provided by the university and the Erasmus. And the best and my most favorite perk of this scholarship is that it is multi-country opportunity. What you can do with the Erasmus is you can start with, for example, Italy or France. First semester you can spend in Italy, second semester you can spend in France, third semester you can spend in Germany and then Finland. So you can select up to 3 to 4 universities and up to 3 to 4 countries. Just imagine the learning opportunity, just imagine the traveling opportunity. Because when you are working in one university, you are taking all the knowledge and expertise from the faculty of that particular university and then you move to another country, you learn more from the faculty and team from there. And of course the traveling opportunity is one of my favorite because I love traveling. So you get to travel here as well. And this is not all, that is not all. You have more opportunities. There are so many other events, there are so many other seminars youth programs that you can join during your degree. So, for example, if you have chosen 4 countries for your Erasmus joint master's program, you can even spend your Erasmus money and you can get benefits from other programs and explore 10 to 20 countries depending on how active you are and how productive you are. There are so many other initiatives joined to this Erasmus scholarship. Now we will talk about the eligibility criteria, which is the most crucial to focus on, because ये वो चीज है जहाँ पे मुझे पिछले 3 से 4 साल में लगा है कि हम लोग लैक करते हैं और जहाँ पे हम लोग लेस प्रिपेयर्ड होते हैं. तो आई ऑलवेज से कि बिफोर यू स्टार्ट अप्लाइंग फॉर द scholarships, बिफोर यू स्टार्ट सबमिटिंग द applications for the scholarships, be prepared for that. Prepare your profile. Don't submit I would say immature applications. Spend time on your CV, spend time on your letter of motivation, spend time on your research about the course that you are applying for. And then when you think you are confident about your profile, then submit the application, and we will talk about these things one by one in the next slides. So, in eligibility criteria, as per the Erasmus website and as per the programs criteria, this is very simple that you need to have a bachelor's degree. And in some universities, they also accept if you are already enrolled in the bachelor's degree and you are in the final semesters and you are hoping to graduate before the starting date of the course, you can also try your luck, especially if your profile is extraordinary. You have, for example, strong English proficiency grades, bands. You have excellent academic record. You have extracurricular activities in your CV, which I always say that you should mention. I don't know why our students are not focused on extracurricular activities and social work activities. These are important. You should definitely join this type of activities when you are in the universities, and you should mention all these activities, especially that are relevant to the course that you are applying for, because it makes your profile more stronger. Why? Because the selection committee, they know that you are interested, that you are enthusiastic about that course, that you are enthusiastic about that topic you are applying for, and that is all they need. So you have to think like a recruiter, you have to think like a selector when you are preparing your application. This is very important. And this was my learning as well when I started my company and I started recruiting people. I learned where I was deficient when I was applying for the jobs and when I was applying for the admissions. So you always have to think like a selector and the recruiter. Now, this is the question that everybody asks me. This is the most asked question: how to apply, where to apply. And this is very simple. When it comes to Erasmus, this is very simple. There is a website I have also mentioned in this the PPT I will share with you, and I will also provide it to Miss Rabia. She can publish the links when she uploads this video. The Erasmus Mundus website actually gives you everything. There is a course catalog. You can simply go to the course website. You can search your courses. If we still have some time after this discussion, I will go through the course catalog as well, so that you people know how to use the course catalog. So you can search your courses, and there are links for all the courses that take you directly to the website of that particular course, and you can simply apply there. There is no big rocket science. So that is why I say you don't need a consultant, you don't need agents. If you have courage and if you have a motivation to spend 30 to 40 or maybe 60 minutes every day for your bright future, because I believe what you can do for yourself, nobody else can do. You just need the right tools and you just need the guidance, and we are here for the guidance and the right tools. So the link we will provide you, and the important things that you want to consider when you are applying for the courses is that only apply in the relevant programs. I have been in this industry. I have been in this social work and business as well for almost like 3 years. And when I talk to students, what do you want to study? They give me a very simple answer: we just want to go. We just want to get admission. Doesn't matter which course, which university. We just want to go. No, that is not the right approach. You have to select the more specific, more, I would say, aligned course that is well merged with your background. If you really want to get selected, especially for this type of scholarships, because the scholarships are really competitive. Just imagine, it is not just you, there are thousands of other students who are applying. So whoever is more aligned with the requirements will be the winner. So you have to stand out, and to stand out, the keys are very simple. Just follow the criteria, just follow the requirements, and prepare your profile accordingly. Stop applying for business sciences if you are a biomedical engineer. Stop applying for social sciences if you are a business administrator. Choose the right courses for you, because they will check what you have studied in the background and what you will do with the degree when you will get. So be relevant and be specific, and prepare your documents. I mean, I think I have mentioned this thing sixth time during this 10 minutes or 12 minutes, that prepare your documents very well. Your CV is the your representative. uh, I always say that when I look at somebody's CV, I imagine that that person is sitting in front of me and I am talking to that person. If I don't get that vibe from the CV, I don't spend more than 2 to 3 minutes on that CV. So you have to engage the reader with your CV. So your CV should um, start with very strong wordings when it comes to about me section. And I think this is the most this is the least focused section when it comes to CVs from Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi, and African students. Mostly it is written with AI, which I don't recommend. There are tricks that you can use AI to create your documents, but please don't depend on that. Use your own words as well. So write your CV really, really, really good. And when you create your CV, read. Please read your CV 2 to 3 times. Modify. If you don't enjoy your CV, I am not going to enjoy your CV as well. So until you don't enjoy your CV, keep working on it. Spend 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, it's okay, but your CV should be good. And then it comes to motivation letter or cover letter. Cover letter is just like advertisement sticker on the cosmetic product. If you don't like the sticker, you don't like the product. So that is your selling point. So write a cover letter in that way. Write it in a storytelling way. To write a cover letter or motivation letter, you should be very good in storytelling. So what are you doing with the cover letter? You are expressing the story that you have mentioned in the CV, but please don't write your exact CGPA, your exact things that you have written in CV as well. Cover letter or motivation letter should consist of different sections, and it should be written in different style. Just your CV in a storytelling, and never forget to read about the course. First, you have to create a background story about yourself, about your expertise. Then you mention about the course that you are going to apply for. Then how your background, your first paragraph and the second paragraph aligns with each other. What is the relationship between you and the course? write it in the third paragraph, and then in the fourth paragraph you can conclude it with your expression of interest in the course, and what you know about the university, and what you know about the faculty in that university, and if you like something particular about that university. So write a motivation letter, really, really interesting. Then you need your transcripts. At this moment, you don't need your transcripts to be attested from HEC or Ministry of Foreign Affairs. No. That is for the visa application. For admission application, you just need the transcripts. Maybe in some universities they can ask you for the attestation, but maybe in 5 to 10%, even less. Recommendation letters, this is very crucial, and this is very important, and I think many of the students, they miss the opportunity for losing these documents. They are not always responsible for this, but in our ecosystem, in our education ecosystem, that is not very supportive. Some of the professors and some of the referees, they don't write recommendation letters for the students. I think this is a shame, and this is a bad luck for our students. So if any professors are watching this video, please write recommendation letters for your students, because their future is on stake for on your words. And when you are writing, be honest. So about the recommendation letters, when you are asking, when you are requesting a recommendation letter from your teachers, from your professors, number one, always choose the professors, assistant professors, and associate professors for your recommendation letters. Don't go for lecturers, don't go for administrative staff. Mostly it is recommended that you have recommendation letters from the academic high profiles. If you don't have a high profile faculty, which is I mean less likely, you can go for some work recommendation letters, like organizational recommendation letters. But I mean, since you are applying for academic courses, please try to find academic recommendations. And just to clear, recommendation letters are mostly confidential. You just have to provide the information of 2 to 3 referees to the university when you are submitting your application, and university sends a confidential email to that particular professor to write a recommendation letter for you, and then the game is in their hand. But please keep reminding them that they will get the email, and they have to write on time. Sometimes it is mentioned on the university that what time they will get the email, but sometimes it's not, so you have to keep reminding them. Then of course, English proficiency, most of our students are scared of it, but I don't know why. We study in English. We started studying English from our childhood, but still we are not very happy with the IELTS and PTE. Let me tell you, this is very important, and you have to do it. If you want to increase your chances from 5% to 95%, you have to do the IELTS, you have to do the PTE, especially when it comes to Erasmus Mundus Joint Master Program, because this is the requirement of most of the universities. So please don't compromise on your English proficiency. Doesn't matter if you have 6.5, 6.0, just do it. We will see what happens. So and the other important thing where I always lack is always submit before deadlines. Please don't be like me. I have missed so many opportunities because I always thought, okay, oh, we have time, kar lenge. Don't do that. Submit in advance. I mean, don't wait for the deadlines. You never know what is happening. There was a very bright opportunity that I missed because I thought, okay, tomorrow is the deadline and I will do tomorrow. And tomorrow I did not have internet. So I missed the opportunity. Always submit before the deadlines if you really want to win. Otherwise, it's okay. Be lazy. Required documents, I think we have discussed in the previous slide most of them, but of course, updated CV, I have put strong emphasis on that. A letter of motivations, academic transcripts. Then you need to recommendation letters. Then you need an English proficiency letter and passport. Especially when you are submitting your application, you have to check particularly about the passport requirement. Some university, they will ask you that your passport should be at least 18 months valid from the time of application. Normally this is the requirement for the visa, but sometimes universities also ask for this, so you have to check this. Please check this. And when you are appearing in the interview, you have to keep your identity document, which is actually a passport. Do not keep your CNIC with you when you are appearing in the interview. Always keep your passport with you, because they will verify your identity before conducting the interview. And portfolio or research samples. I mean, if you already have published any papers, if you have a research portfolio, if you have your social portfolio, you should also mention it in your CV, or you can attach it in the additional documents. I always recommend mentioning the link of your LinkedIn in your CV, because when I receive somebody's CV, I definitely go and check their LinkedIn profile. What are they doing in the field? Then how the tips to make your application strong, we have already discussed about it. Be relevant, create your strong documents, choose the right course, follow up with your referees, and start early. Now let's talk about the selection process and timelines. Normally, it varies university to university and country to country. But let's say there is a average timeline 2 to 4 months when it comes to the evaluation and selection. First of all, you submit your applications, and it is not true that it's a first come first serve position. No, I mean, they evaluate all the application after the deadline is finished. So when the deadline is finished, the time for evaluation starts from there. The evaluation period normally is 2 to 4 months, but please don't be lazy. It can be one day as well. I know some students who got response in 1 week. I know students who got response in one day. In the morning, they submitted the application, and before 4 p.m., they had the offer letter in their hand. So always stay awake when you are in the application process. And when it comes to interviews, it is not always that you will be invited for the interview, but you have to be prepared. Some university, they can conduct an interview, and then is the final decision. That's the day of judgment. There are some possible mistakes that a student make, and I think you should avoid. Again, these are all the same things that we have discussed. Stop applying for irrelevant courses. Stop bombarding them for the irrelevant applications. Stop using the generic content that you create from artificial intelligence. Okay, it's okay. I mean, I use ChatGPT a lot. I use Gemini. I use Copilot. But there is a technical way to use all these tools. There is a saying in Urdu that नकल के लिए भी अकल की जरूरत होती है, तो use that thing in while you are using AI. I am not against AI. I am a pro AI, and I always endorse AI. But how you see, you have to understand how AI works. If you will just ask me to write if you will just ask the AI to write a motivation letter for yourself, and you send it to me, I already know that it is written with AI. It is written with Chat GPT or Gemini. But what I always recommend, first you write your CV, then you upload your CV on ChatGPT as a document, and then you upload all the information about the course that you are going to apply for, and then ask the ChatGPT to write a letter of motivation for yourself. When ChatGPT or Gemini writes a motivation letter for yourself, download it, I mean, copy and paste it on the Microsoft Word. Read it carefully. Read each and every word that is written by AI very carefully. Rewrite and put your love, put your feelings inside the motivation letter, and that's what you want to submit. Please never submit the copy pasted AI content in your application, not in CV, not in motivation letter. Please, that's a big red flag. So focus on that. There are tricks that you can use, and I personally use AI to format documents for me, and then I write everything myself because it looks good, it looks more engaging. Never ignore the requirements. If there is an eligibility that you need to submit 6.5 bands of IELTS, you need that. You cannot ignore that. So if there is a requirement that you need to submit your transcript, final transcript, you cannot ignore that. Please do not submit incomplete applications missing the application requirements. And then again, please don't miss the deadlines. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to say this. So I think that's pretty much all about the Erasmus Mundus Joint Master Scholarship. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. And we have recently launched a portal named Let's Done. And Let's Done actually is our 3 year struggle for the students, where we are trying to establish a database of hundreds and thousands of courses available globally, scholarships. And then for the students from developing countries, we have admission accelerator programs where we will give you all the deadlines, all the tips and tricks, all the document review things free of cost on that platform. That is only offer for the students from developing countries, because we realize how important it is to provide the right tools for the students of our countries. So if you guys want to join, simply register as a student at Let's Done portal, and you will see the magic there. That's all from my side. If you have any comments, if you want to ask any questions, please feel free.
All right, Dr. Sulman, I just want to ask that you have mentioned that English proficiency is required, and you have mentioned that TOEFL and IELTS is required. So, is it possible the students, like for Cambridge school students in Pakistan, they are having, B grade in English course. So, are they eligible for this scholarship, or they need to do IELTS or TOEFL?
Yeah, this is a very important question, and I would say that you have to check with the university you are applying for, because see, there are some universities that work on Lakir ka Fakir strategy. So if you are applying with this type of documents, you have to convince them that this document actually justifies the requirement.
All right, all right.
So what you can do, you can simply email the coordinator or the course president, whoever is the responsible for the course, and you can ask them.
All right, great. And I have one more question. Like, if somebody has a master's degree from Pakistan, can they apply for Erasmus Mundus for masters or not?
Yes,
Okay,
no, yes, they can. They can apply for a second master's.
all right. So,
I
is there?
mean, I mean, you have to justify why.
Okay,
You
okay.
have to justify why you want to apply for another master's, but it's possible, yes.
So, do we have any postgrad or postdoctoral or doctoral scholarships, or just master scholarships are being covered by Erasmus?
The Erasmus for master joint masters program is particularly for the students only, but there are hundreds of other scholarships for PhDs, postdocs, and even for bachelors. We can organize other more sessions about that.
All right, sure, we can. We had already covered a one session with our scholar, Manahil. So second session is with you, and you are more than you are welcome to conduct any session anytime. through this platform, so let us know. Okay,
Of course.
जी. And once again, if from our audience we have any question from Shazia